Land grabbing in Uganda over the past years have displaced a lot of Ugandans from their home and farmland. We are using police and military that should have been protecting our people to evict them from their home. We are pushing landowners deeper into poverty. Usually, in that process, the government or big companies make deals with corrupt state officials without the consent of the people who own the land. Land grabbing, in fact, has become a new politics of food. A lot of organizations are playing with it. Organizations like FAO are also involved. And if you look properly, if you go deep, the Fed, Fund for Agricultural Development, together with the World Bank, are also involved. Africa is for sale. Large scale of farmland is being allocated to investors on long-term leases. We are serving food and fuel needs of foreign nations while forcing our own people into poverty. Wealthy and powerful nations want to annex the continent's key natural resources. If you look at Uganda, Uganda is a very rich nation with minerals. They have gold, they have sand, they have cobalt, they have a lot of mineral resources. Which are still underground. It's not yet properly exploited. They are not properly used for certain purposes. So if you look at all those, we have uranium, and rare earth elements. We have all those riches. And our own people becoming a victim of that wealth. Now imagine, you get an investor who comes and buy corrupt officials, and they chase you away from your ancestral land, the customary land. And that customary land, you have buried your great-great-grandfather now, your grandfather now, your great-grandmother now, your grandmother now. And in some cases, you have also buried your father and your mother now, and other relatives, brothers, your brothers. You have buried them into that land. An investor comes and chases you away and destroy the grave of your ancestral parents, the grave of your grandfather, grandmother, great-grandmother, great-grandfather. They destroy it and plant sugar cane growing underneath the grave of your great-great-grandfather. What would you do? that is an insult to the entire community. It's an insult to our tribe. It's an insult to Uganda. That you bring somebody from outside simply because he has money and he wants to invest, and your mind is only tuned to development. We want development. It does not matter how hard, how bitter it is going to be. Then you are wrong. Then we are wrong. Then we are going the wrong way. And something has to be done about it. You cannot bring foreigners to destroy the graveyard of our grandparents. It does not make sense. And that must stop. I would not be happy if you come and chase me away from my parent customary land. You play on the grave of my grandfather. You plant sugar cane on the grave of my grandfather. I will not accept it. That is a declaration of war. That we should not accept it. The very constitution that protects the customary land, we are abusing it. We are abusing it. So when you look deep into the future, then the only way you can say is that the future of Uganda is in danger, unless we do something about it. If the law does not protect us, if the law is abusing our hospitality, if the law is done against us, then it's time a small man should wake up and let his voice be heard by those who are misusing that hospitality we have given them for a very, very long time. We have tried political debates. Political debates don't work anymore. The same tactics, the same system is still going on and on and on. Not long ago, forgetting the Apa land grab, I saw a woman in Oima shedding tears because some greedy people sold a land where she was on, where she buried her husband, where she buried her kids, where she buried her people she loved, being chased away. And she is now living in a refugee camp in her own land. What sort of people are we? Because of money, you allow an investor to come and humiliate your own people, play on the grave of our grandparents? No, you can't accept that. Even if I have a lot of money, Do you think I can go to Tanzania and chase these people away from their customary land because I have money and play on the grave of their grandfather? Would they accept? No. If you go to Kenya with all your money, would you go and play the same game you're playing in Uganda and Kenya? Would they accept it? No. They won't. We should not allow people to come into our home and then beat us in our own land, and they go out free. Here is an investor who is going to make money. He will ship the money away to his people. He will make them better. But here we are making our people worse. And to those local investors, we know that you always talk to the politicians who have the inside knowledge about investment. You always know what is there and what is coming, the inside knowledge of investment. You had been going around buying land from small-scale farmers because they don't have the information. You already have the information that there is something on that land, that there is something coming there, and you buy it, and you wait for the time. First you buy it at a low market value, then you wait for the time when you will sell it at a high market value, and you earn your money. You're a parasite. You're a parasite living on other people's blood. And there will come a time we will have to find a way to see how we can deal with you. How we can deal with you. But today, I want to talk to the victims and non-victims. We are a very rich nation. We are sitting on a lot of mineral resources. But we should not allow these people to intimidate us, to take away our land without a fight. It is time, if our leaders are saying they're working for themselves and their family, then it means the lawmakers, including the Member of Parliament, are working for themselves and their family. So we, the small people, we should start working for ourselves and our family. And that starts with your customary land. Whether now in Apa, whether now in Hoima, whether now in Teso, whether in Lao, whether in Kabale, whether in Mubende. We have to start working for ourselves and our children, because all our leaders are working for themselves and their family. It is time we have to turn the table around. We are also going to start working for ourselves and our family. And it does not matter whether you are a speculator within, as the local investor, or whether you are an investor from outside. We all live on the basis of respect. If you come to my house, I'll give you food for 3 days. And then after 3 days, I'll give you a hoe. You'll go to the field and dig, and then when you come back, you eat. That is what we are going to do with our land. We are going to protect it. We are going to organize ourselves. Nothing goes out without a fight. We cannot allow these people to be a parasite and depend on our blood. It is time we say, you people, you want to smuggle, you want to be land grabbers. We said, no, we don't want that. And the organization like FAO or FED, Fund for Agricultural Development, together with the World Bank, you better think twice. Because there will come a time when we get somebody who is reasonable enough to say enough is enough, and then we will try to find out what you did, how you did it, how many people you destroyed, how many people you have sent into poverty. And then we'll work it out from that way, down or up. So guys, let's say no to land grabbing. Let's say no to abusing our grandparents buried underneath that land of ours. We have to give them all the respect they deserve. I hope some of you who listen will try to do something about it. See you soon.